So, Bill, you've been off for 6 years now. Describe to our audience your very first run back. How you felt, what it was like.
Okay, the first run back was really difficult. It was June 5th, remember it very clearly. And I decided to go out. It was more, I'm focused on time instead of distance. I was about 10 pounds over my weight compared to what I was a few years ago. I went out for about 16, 17 minutes, and it was about 2 miles, maybe a little less, a little more. And I felt absolutely terrible. I had to stop. I mean, I couldn't even get through 2 miles without having to stop. It was bad. I was 8, 9 minute miles. You know, it was ugly. And yeah. And
this was when? This was 2011?
2011, June 5th.
Okay. So fast forward a year, May 1st, 2012, or around that Broad Street run. How did that go for you?
Bittersweet. I registered race. I was running for a Greater Philly Track Club. And always my goal to run for them, but I was very anxious about becoming a master. And not many people look forward to getting older, but in running, it's that new plateau. And you don't care about getting older. You go, wow, this is great. I'm 40
to rack up.
I'm 40 now, and you know I had some other health issues where I was going through, but I'm ready to go, and that's all in the back of my mind now. And on the forefront is the race, and I'm running on a team, and I start the race off half mile in. Uh-oh, is the first thing that went through my mind. I'm already going, I feel terrible. It felt like I was first day training all over again. My legs are dead. And I'm like, I got 9.5 miles to go. I'm just going to fight it out. I'm running for a team. They took care of the entry for me, so I felt, you know, that I needed to finish this race. And they were depending on me, and I just needed to get through it. And ended up being fast forwarding to the end. I suffered through it. I finished like 167th place. I finished 4th in my age group. I actually got a medal out of it, or a really nice trophy, glass trophy. And I was kind of happy with my place, but not so happy with my time.
What was your time?
59:47.
So, June 2011, struggling through 2 miles at over 8 minutes.
Yes.
Fast forward less than a year later, 10 miles less than 6 minute pace.
Yes.
Pretty darn good.
I guess, yes.
Now, what would you attribute that success to? Like, for anybody out there in our audience who's trying to make a comeback, you know, who's frustrated with running, or maybe took some time off and wants to get back into it, how did you get from point A to point B?
There are a couple different factors. One thing is I try to do a lot more reading about running. I got a lot of running books, one being the book that you had written. And I picked it up. When I first picked up the book, I tried reading it. And this was actually, it might have been just before my comeback. And I got through a little bit and I put it down because I really wasn't into running. And then once I started again, I picked it up and finished it in like a week. And that helped me with my motivation. Other things were, I looked at the scale and I looked at my self-image and I said, I do not feel good about myself. I literally understood now, the kids that coach me, they said, I feel disgusting. And I looked at myself, I said, I feel terrible about myself, and I wanted to, for my own health. And it was a lot of hard work, I feel, and being patient. Most people, when they want to go into a new endeavor or they want to strive to get in shape, they rush it. And they go out and they put too much in, or they get discouraged at setbacks. And setbacks, for me, were actually encouraging. I looked at it, I said, that's good. I had a setback, that means that my body's resisting, but it's not, you know, revolting the training, but it's just, you know, adjusting. And I knew that was just a minor setback, a very small one, and I would go by. But it took me about 3 months to get over 2 miles. So it wasn't like one suffering day. I suffered for 3 months.
Okay, so 3 months to get over 2 miles. About how long would you say till you said, you know what, I'm back, baby?
I tried to race 2 weeks after the training. And I finished second place in a race. And I was neck and neck with the guy in a sprint. And I said, this is where training is not just physical, it's mental. And I'm running up the hill with the guy at the end, and I went, you got it. I said, you got it. And then I went, what did I just say? And then he was already ahead of me. I said, I'm not going to let this guy beat me now. But it was too late. That little lapse of training your mind to race, and not just physically, that wasn't there. The competitive kill wasn't there. I needed that. And I raced, 1946 was my time, compared to the 16s I was running with very little effort. And I was 3 minutes slower. So I was a little bit upset and disgusted. That's why I didn't really care about winning. I looked at the time and went, it's terrible. And I ran a few more races and tried to run myself back into shape.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with what we call the lightning round, and we'll be right back.